The World Health Organization estimates that approximately 10.6 million children under 5 years of age died each year.
Is the Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital, situated in Rondebosch, in the heart of Cape Town. Doctors from all over the African continent come here to get specialized training, and at the center of this training is the Department of Paediatrics and Child Health Care. Professor Joe Wilmshurst at the Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital talks to us about the program.
So, training in Africa is essential to be based within Africa, but only within an African centre can we really have good insight into the true healthcare needs across our continent.
I felt that I wanted to come over, and then I looked at the work that I was doing back home, and I realized that there were definitely areas that needed to be improved.
The APFP does a bit of a background check on whoever applies for the program, and usually applicants are nominated by home institutions. So I was nominated by Makerere University back home because my lecturers and professors will have worked with me during my time in training, but also because I do have a career interest in pediatric critical care. It is important that the program is able to take on people who are able to return to their countries and make a difference. So that level of commitment is part of what must be assessed before we're taken up into the program.
So I've learned quite a number of skills in terms of caring for patients with, especially children with neurological conditions. And in our country at the moment, we don't have enough people who are trained in neurology. We have a few adult neurology, and we're trying now to train people in pediatric neurology. So it's difficult for one person to go in a country and make a difference. It's like a one-man army.
Some were, because of certain personal events, motivated to join the APFP program, often leaving behind families and friends.
I've left a lot of friends back home, and it's not easy to leave the family and come and spend 2 whole years in Cape Town, leaving the family behind. So it's been challenging. It's been not easy, but I think the sacrifice and the training that we get here is worth it.
Always when you see the child that you struggled with for a very long time, get up and go home. It's absolutely fantastic. Nothing replaces that. And then I've had other good moments with patients and you know, meeting friends and meeting the other fellows and going out. It's been fantastic here, you know? I think those are my best moments.
For a pediatrician, it is very gratifying to see a child come in knocking on, you know, death's door, totally knocked out by, you know, very severe illness. And when you do a few things and see this child walk out of the ICU, or, you know, go out of the ICU smiling and come back a few weeks later walking in and saying thank you for, you know, looking after me while I was ill. Yeah, I think that's probably the best moment. We've had a few of those children come back to the ICU, and we then see that what we do, even though it takes so much of our time and effort, we are actually making a difference to children's lives, and that's very gratifying. It will probably be naive to say that I'm going back to set up a multi-million-dollar ICU in the first year, but it's my training here is the beginning of a journey. In training, in improving our healthcare, in improving the health sector at large. I also hope to eventually become part of the team that helps to transform the public hospitals, at least at the national referral hospital level, where I think there is a need to set up an intensive care unit for children in the public hospitals, and I hope to be part of the process that gets that ball rolling.
It's exciting because I am picking up knowledge about conditions that normally I would not have the skills to deal with, or even the understanding to deal with. And I'm going to now be able to go back home, see these children, identify them, identify the kind of resources and input they need into their problems, and then implement this. So for me, I feel like I'm part of a program that is going to take healthcare in my country and make it better.
It's already growing and changing. Our vision is that the centres that we're working with will start building up their own training programs, and in fact we're already seeing that happening in Malawi and in Kenya. And what will happen is that those centres will help us with training other doctors from across Africa, and that between us we identify modules where we can offer strategically particular areas of skill that will help, and that we actually start building a really strong network of collaborative training, education, research, and eventually lobbying and advocacy for improved child health across the whole continent.